So there we go. Let's talk about Nikola. The shares are under pressure this morning after the company's founder, Trevor Milton, has been charged by U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan on charges of securities fraud, among other things, misleading investors as well. Stock is down 8% here. Now, Milton famously pumped up Nikola, then famously left the company, and they've been trying to figure out what they are going to how they will exist going forward. Julie, I will say I am a little surprised that the stock is moving this much, given that he's not really there. But as we have discussed at length with Nikola and Lordstown, as Brian just mentioned, what is there? Right? I mean,
right.
There's still $12.92 of equity value there, but is there any roadmap, any ability to think about Nikola trucks being on the road and perhaps, I think the market is taking this news as a suggestion that this merely pulls forward the inevitable, and the answer to that question will be no.
Right. In other words, is it going to just go out? Is it just going to not exist? I mean, yes, maybe it's surprising that because he's no longer associated with the company, but when investors see the word fraud, even if it's not someone who's still there, the stuff that he was misleading about, you have to wonder, has that been fixed? Is it still, what's the current real status of what this company is making and doing, right, Brian?
Yeah, this is a bad look, I think, for current Nikola CEO Mark Russell. He worked with Trevor Milton, so it's hard to, I think, take stock in what he's been trying to do to turn the company around to actually make physical electric semi-trucks and roll out a supercharger network to actually charge these trucks. But again, some of the allegations here are just absolutely horrendous. That they filmed a video with the truck going down a hill and there was nothing there. Right. They just let the brakes go down. I mean, the truck wasn't running. It's mind-blowing.
Well, and also, if you think about it as an investor now, not so much in the public markets, but certainly in the private markets, there are other companies that are working on the same thing. Nikola's not the only game in town, and especially when you look at Nikola,
talked to all of them.
Right, and when you look at it in contrast with these other companies that do seem to be more legit, right, or that are making more progress, this case looks even more egregious.
We'll quickly add, too, again, another black eye for General Motors, which, again, was supposed to take a stake in this company, work closely with them. It really is saying a lot about the lack of due diligence that team did when they looked to tie up with the company.
And another black mark against the SPAC market. And I don't have to hear, how many times are we going to hear not all SPACs created equal, blah, blah, blah. The number of SPACs caught up in similar type situations continues to grow. This, of course, the poster child for what can go wrong with that specific combination. But